friends, welcome back to YouTube channel HealthQ, the place where our mission is to motivate you and help you to move on to the brighter side of the health. Today again it's Friday, and as usual, as in ritual, what we do is we read out loud the comments that you have put in the comment section. So let's get started with today's video. Friends, the first question that I would like to address, which lots and lots of people have put in their comment section, is how long it will take for me to recover from Bell's palsy. Now let me make this very clear to you, and I've made this video specially on this timeline for Bell's palsy recovery, but still if you have not watched it, I'll put the link of that video in the description box, so make sure to watch that video. But coming to my answer, if you who are someone who is in acute phase of Bell's palsy, which means you have recently developed Bell's palsy, please be mentally prepared for 3 months of timeline for the recovery. 95% of people who suffer from Bell's palsy recover within this 3 month of timeline. It's quite possible that you might not see any recovery signs for quite few days, but slowly the recovery will start happening. Many times it is possible that the recovery do happen, but these muscles don't contract in the right place. They start getting activated in wrong direction because of wrong pattern development, which can happen due to over-exercising, overstimulation, or just forcing the facial muscles to move beyond their will. So that time we just need to make sure that we retrain the facial muscles so that the nerves start sending signals to the right place. Now only 5% of people are the ones who are left with residuals, where the recovery do not happen completely. In that case, it might take 6 months to 1 year, sometimes 1.5 years or more, depending on how severe was your Bell's palsy. There are only 3 reasons why you don't recover. Number 1, the virus that caused this Bell's palsy itself was a very heavy virus. If that virus was very strong, in that case it will take more time for your body to leave. At that time there is something called as Wallerian degeneration that will happen, which will limit the growth and development of the nerve. The second reason why you cannot see good recovery in Bell's palsy is if your immune system is compromised. If your immunity is not worked upon, and that case you will see delayed recovery pattern. And the third reason when you will not see your recovery is when you have not taken your medication on time. If you take your medication of time, your chances of recovery increases way more, because when you take your medication immediately after Bell's palsy, the medication starts working on that inflammation area and prevents that further damage on the nerve, and you have much more better chances of facial recovery. So I hope this particular piece is clear, and now I'll move on to the next questions. Alright, so now this question is from Cooking with Gupshup, and she is asking, ma'am, I asked so many times, I have Bell's palsy since 2020, left side. I can't smile, no eye blinks, brow can't move, and no facial drooping up or down. Only very stiffness and not moving at all. Thank you for this question. As I have previously mentioned, that if you have got facial stiffness, it's very less likely that you have not recovered, but instead you have developed facial spasms or to an extent synkinesis. This particularly happens when you do not retrain your facial muscles in the right way. If you over-exercise, if you over-exert your facial muscles, they will start getting tensed every single time even you think of doing a facial movement. In that case, there are 3-step process that you need to follow. Step number 1, relax your facial muscles. Step number 2, retrain your facial muscles to move in isolation. And step number 3 is to retrain the facial muscles to move in coordination. This is a time-consuming process. You might have to give somewhere around 1 to 1.5 years, where you can slowly retrain this muscle. So please make sure to work on them, then only you can expect recovery. Unfortunately, there is no magical cure for this. You have to go through this process. I hope this helps. Alright, so let's move on to the next question, which is asked by Anna Black, and she is asking, I watch all your videos on how to improve muscle movement. You have given me more helpful information than my doctor and therapist. I'm so grateful for caring for those of us who suffer from Bell's palsy. It's a very slow recovery. I am 5.5 years with muscle weakness from Bell's palsy. I have noticed a big improvement since watching your video. My facial muscles are more relaxed. Thank you. Thank you so much, Anna, for this wonderful comment. We appreciate that you are finding our videos helpful and you are sharing your experience with us, because this particular thing gives us lots and lots of motivation to create more such content like this. We believe that you will still continue doing your facial practices so that you can improve better from your facial so that you can improve better from your Bell's palsy. All the best to you for your future. Now let's move on to the next comment. This question is from Mohit Tiwari and he is asking, hello ma'am, I was diagnosed with Bell's palsy from 21st April. My cheeks are a little bit moving but my eyebrows still not working, my face is still down. I'm very tired and worried about it, that my recovery is possible or not, or how much time it will take to recover. Please help me out. I regularly follow your videos and watch your videos for my self-confidence, but my fear for recovery is still not going away from my mind. Please help me out. Mohit, as in the beginning of the video also I have mentioned this thing, right? That this particular condition can sometimes take longer time. So please be patient, don't lose hope. Because if you are feeling worried, depressed, you are encouraging negative emotion. The negative emotions are linked to your muscles in the lower quadrant of the face, which will pull your facial muscles further downwards and making your smile and the lifting actions far more difficult. That's why a simplest approach of a positive attitude and a gentle smile being done within yourself, within your mind, also activates your smile muscles. So do this practice regularly. And if you need further help, you can always reach out to us so that we can help you better. Alright, now let's move on to the next question, which is asked by Ms. Jia Solanki. And she is asking, ma'am, give me tips on smile, because when I do exercise for my smile, my levator anguli oris muscle moves involuntarily. That should. And I also, when I try to show my teeth, my involuntary levator anguli oris moves. Involuntary with eye closure. What should I do for this? Ma'am, I mean, I've been suffering from synkinesis from 5 years. Involuntary movements with the activation that you are trying to do for the muscle is a typical sign of synkinesis. The only thing that you have to take care of when you are activating your facial muscle is whatever are the involuntary muscles that are moving, you are going to use your hand to apply a gentle, deep pressure in the direction opposite to which this contraction are going. Now it's quite possible that there are a lot of facial muscles where these involuntary movements will be felt. So it's impossible to hold or stop all muscle. That's when you have to start with one muscle, learn to control that, and then only move to the next muscle. I hope this helps. Alright, now the next question is from Tarun Kumar Tripathi, and he is telling, thank you so much for all your exercises, have helped me a lot in recovering from Bell's palsy on my right side. You have explained all the exercises so well that no other detailing are required. God bless you, sister. Thank you so much for your comment. Love to read such comments. Okay, now the next question is from Felicity. She is asking, mine is 1 year and 2 months now with Bell's palsy. Neurophysio said there's 54% rest recovery is not possible. Well, I would like to disagree with this, Felicity. You have a constant possibility to heal and recover from Bell's palsy with the help of this concept called as neuroplasticity, which means that even though there is damage to certain neurons of the nerve, the neurons that are still alive, they can be retrained to use your facial muscles. Yes, it's true that these facial muscles will not be as strong as they were before, but still they can be trained to move. That's why you should not stop doing your exercises and practices and continuing your recovery training so that you can regain your movements in much more better way. All the best for your practices. Alright friends, so these were the questions that I received in my comment box last week. If you have more questions, feel free to put them in the comment section below. I'll see you in another video. Thank you.